All right, Shockmaster fans, we're going to watch something here called Prey. It's also known as Alien Prey. Let's check it out. The actress Gloria Annan, you might remember her from Felicity, the movie. She wakes up at night to something going on outside. She plays Jessica. Here's her lesbian lover, Josephine.
No, it came from the sky. I woke up and the whole room was filled up with this green light. And there was this noise like a roar. And then...
Now we have a stalker's eye view of someone or something stumbling upon a couple making out in a car. Whatever that thing is makes contact with this guy named Anders or Anderson and kills him. The girl runs off and then runs into the arms of her boyfriend, not realizing that our creature has taken the boyfriend's body, or assumed his identity. The next day, Jessica and Joe walk around looking for whatever they heard last night, or she heard.
Who could have done that?
There can be nobody else.
Joe, we're not the only people in the world.
Jessica, if you went away and allowed yourself to get screwed up.
I might find somebody who could understand.
These two argue sometimes.
What are you doing in there?
And then they find him.
Property.
Anderson. Anderson. My name is Anderson.
Against Joe's wishes, Jessica invites him in. Joe is very possessive over Jessica.
Are you all right?
It's hot.
A short time later, he wanders back out in the woods where some cops are roaming around, investigating also a missing couple. When this cop hears the other cop scream, he goes to find him dead.
I think you should know that Jessica and I are lovers.
Joe.
No, you must know.
Jessica was showing an interest in him. She goes both ways, does Jessica.
It's like the foul animal function.
Are you all right?
I guess he's not too fond of salad. I can relate.
Are you okay?
We are treated to some sexy scenes in this film. This is one of them I can't show you.
I've made contact with human life forms. Their immediate reaction aggressive. Forced to take terminal action. New identity established.
The ladies decided to have some fun with him and dress him up in drag.
She's got a better figure than you, too.
Thank you. Another champagne.
I don't know if Joe's trying to tease Anderson.
He brought the fox back for you, not for himself.
All right. And what should we play?
Hide and seek. This house is so big, it's perfect for it.
With any luck, you get lost.
Joe is a bit jealous because Jessica seems to like him, but she also thinks something's wrong with him.
He's dangerous. I think he's mad. Outside to the kitchen.
Gator to command ship. Command ship. Proceeding as planned. I've made preliminary tests unsatisfactory. Will continue until alternative supply located.
Apparently he was going into the water to go after a swan, I think for a possible food source. Didn't realize what water is, and now he's close to drowning, so the girl's got to jump in to get him. He's a very ignorant alien.
Why go into the water if you can't swim?
Joe wants him to go,
Are you mad?
and Jessica wants to leave with him.
Joe, you are staying here. You are not leaving.
Wally, their pet parrot, is gone. Guess who ate him? At this point, Jessica's hysterical. She's mad at Joe. Joe's mad at her. And ow. She then goes to dig a grave, although Jessica's not dead. In fact, Anders rescued her, brought her up to a bedroom, and guess what they're doing now? He was really getting into it, but then his animal instincts take over and he turns into his real self. think he's found a food source that he likes. And Joe finds out, she runs outside and ends up falling in the grave that she dug. And that's the last we see of her.
Send advance parties immediately. Have now established humans high in protein and easy prey.
All right, let's talk about this movie, Prey. Now, I actually have this movie on a DVD compilation set. It's one of those movies that has 50 DVDs in a little box set, like a public domain type of thing, very cheap copy, that sort of thing, under the title Alien Prey. Now, I watched that a couple of years ago in 2021, and I honestly don't remember anything about it. As I was watching this today, I didn't even remember watching that film. Maybe there was a couple little glimpses, because I am familiar with Gloria Annan, who I know from the movie Felicity, which I've seen many times in my life. I've already reviewed that one here as well. And she's in this movie. She's an Australian actress. But anyway, this is a UK film, and this was actually one of the video nasties at one point. What we have here is an alien who comes down to Earth, and he kills this couple that were fooling around in a car, and then he takes the identity of this guy named Anders. Although a couple times I swear I heard one of the characters say Anderson, more than once actually, but who knows. But anyway, so he's able to assume this person's identity. He has come down to Earth to see whether or not this is a suitable place to have his alien friends come to harvest people for food. That's what he's here for. I actually don't know if he's there to harvest people necessarily, or if he's just here to find a food product. So he eats a couple of animals along the way. He eats some rabbits. He runs into this lesbian couple played by Gloria Annan and the actress, what was her name, Sarah Faulkner or something like that. They're a lesbian couple, although I think Jessica, Gloria Annan's character, is bisexual. She mentions having a boyfriend named Simon at one point, but Joe, the other girl, I don't know if it's Josephine or whatever it's short for, but she's super possessive of Jessica, and she kind of rules the roost here. But anyway, they run into this guy, Anders, who actually his name is Kator, but he's going by Anders now, which was the identity he assumed after he killed that one person. Anders kills a couple of cops at one point, and then he just stumbles upon these two, or they stumble upon him in the woods near the house they live in, and they basically take him in and invite him to stay for a little while. And then, because he was hurt, he was limping, so they kind of felt sorry for him, or at least Jessica did. And he just kind of moves in. It's kind of odd, but he kind of moves in. At one point, like I said, he killed a couple of rabbits, which we don't see, but we see the aftermath, and he was eating them. Later on in the movie, he eats their pet parrot, Wally. We don't see that. We just see some feathers left over at the end. Again, he's just here to see whether or not he can find a good food source. Eventually, Joe says, this guy's got to leave. I'm tired of him here. He's got to go. Jessica says, this is my house. I own this place. But you know what? I'm out of here too. I'm leaving with him. I don't know if I think she just wants to get away from Joe at this point. Joe is very possessive. I don't think she really wants to pursue a relationship with Anders. But nonetheless, she decides, I'm going to leave with him. So the two of them get in a big fight, and Joe ends up mashing Jessica's head into the wall or this thing outside. And at one point we thought she was dead, but she wasn't. Then she goes and digs a grave. I guess she's going to, if she hasn't killed Jessica already, going to finish the job, throw her in the grave and bury her. Meanwhile, Anders finds her, takes her upstairs and lays her on the bed, and then she comes to, and then the two of them start making love. And then during this heat of passion, Anders suddenly turns into his real self. It's kind of lizard-like. He's got the eyes and some fangs in his teeth, and then he bites Jessica in the throat, kills her, some blood splatters, and he eats her, a part of her. And then Joe comes up, and she sees this, and then he chases Joe, and she falls into the grave that she dug outside. Anders stands over the grave looking, like his full normal self with the fangs and everything. Joe screams, and then the screen kind of fades to black. The last scene in the movie is we hear Anders calling his people back home saying, send more people. This is a good food source. The humans are high in protein and they're easy prey. That's the last of our film, Prey. So anyway, I only picked this up because I'm kind of going to make a half-hearted possible attempt to track down some of the video nasties. And even though I had this one already in that DVD compilation, This was a sale put out by Vinegar Syndrome about a month or so ago, and this is only $9.99, so I figured I'll throw it in. Why not? So here we go. I got a nice Blu-ray of it with a lot of extras on it. Now, the movie itself, it was pretty good. I'm actually surprised I didn't really take notice of it when I watched it 3 years ago, but yeah, I enjoyed this movie. It's got a few nude scenes in it. In fact, there's a pretty erotic scene with the two ladies in there, which lasts a while. It's only an 85-minute movie, too, but it was a nice scene. I'll just say that. There's some nude scenes in here, obviously, a couple of gore scenes, and even the gore was actually realistic looking, I'll just say that. But anyway, I enjoyed this film. Barry Stokes played the guy Anders, who actually, you know, when he's in full makeup, maybe he kind of looks like a puppy dog too, but with nasty fangs. But anyway, that's the movie. It's Prey. I'm just curious if anybody else has seen this. I think I was looking for some YouTube reviews of this last night, and I only found one. Yeah, but anyway, here's another one. Check it out. Leave some comments on what you think about Prey. And you know what? I'll leave a link to something down below. Click that Amazon link. Buy it. It's good. Check it out. Prey. Bye.